Is the entity that's attached to the... It's him. I was about to ask, is the entity that's attached to the voodoo doll here with me? Do you understand that you cannot hurt me? There's just movement in the corner of my room. I have so much shit to tell you guys. Things have been popping off in my house. I don't know if it's the full moon or if my dolls are just in the mood to mess with me, but I got so much I gotta tell you guys. There's a lot that I wanna talk to you about in this video. Today I'm here with my baby brother, Zachy Poo. Say hi.
Hello.
So Zach is here to help me pack some orders, and I just got done setting up my crystal shell. Shout out to everybody that has been purchasing from my crystal shop, the Crystalline Soul. Here's just a little peek of what I have available in the store at the current time. But I am so excited to start packing these orders, but I gotta tell you guys what the hell's been happening here in my house. I wanted to take a moment to thank everybody who has purchased from this restock. So let's see. Shout out to Pamela, Keisha, Pamela again, Giselle again, Allison, Nizreen, Billy, Jennifer, Natasha, Ingrid, Paige, Lisa, and Pamela. So I have two Pamelas, Pamela G and Pamela C. Here's a peek of everything that is currently available on my store, thecrystallinesoul.com. Every cat crystal you see in the store is currently going to the cat colony that I help support in California. We take care of 37 cats, including one that was just hurt and shot by a BB gun. We are currently raising funds for his treatment on Wednesday. He requires surgery, and if he doesn't get it, he will lose his leg. If you guys would like to support, I will leave the GoFundMe link in my description as well as the pinned comments. And again, every cat crystal that you purchase from the store will go directly to helping save his life and the other 37 colony cats. These are just a few of my other favorite crystals, and thank you guys so much for supporting me. I super appreciate every single person that has ever purchased from my store in the past, right now, and in the future. Whew, guys, we have a lot to talk about. So I have not mentioned my haunted voodoo doll that I left in my storage unit back in California for a little bit now, because I'm still in Jersey. I have not been back out to California, but I believe that he is now here in my house haunting me, because I have seen him not once but twice, and it's starting to get really concerning. So aside from that, there is like a mist in front of me. I was gonna say, aside from that, I'm in the most haunted corner of my house. This is where I like to keep my haunted dolls. They're right here. I've been sleeping with them in my room like a crazy person, and my cat has not been in here now for quite some time. But interestingly enough, every time I move them out to my living room, she still doesn't come back in here. So I think that there's an issue with this part of my house, but I gotta tell you guys what happened. So let's backtrack a little bit. If you guys are not following me on TikTok, go ahead and follow me over there, because that is where I share all of my crazy stories, my hauntings, and everything like right away. So if you don't feel like waiting for a YouTube video, go over to my TikTok. A couple weeks back, I had an insane sleep paralysis experience where I saw the man that is attached to my haunted voodoo doll coming up my stairs. He had black hair and really red eyes, and he was hovering over me to the point where I could not move. I saw him clear as day. It was terrifying. It is very rare that I am terrified in my house, but this situation was insanity, and honestly, something needs to be done about this, and soon. Fast forward to last week. This is when shit really starts to get up. Last week, I woke up around 5 a.m. and my cat was on my bed. My bed is right here, and she was looking back here. Her tail was all fat and she was all puffed up like a big puff ball. So I look back here and I see my dolls. I forgot that I had moved them back into my room. They were on this chest right here. Also, side note, all of the furniture that you see in my room is antique and very, very old. The table that my camera is sitting on is probably about 100 years old. It was a family member's. The two dressers behind me I got from an antique store in PA. This chest over here is an old cedar chest, which is where I keep the majority of my haunted things, and that is probably like 100 years old as well. Aside from that, I have like an old oil lamp back there. There's a lot of stuff going on. So I see my dolls, and as soon as I look at them, Kai goes flying off my bed. She flies off my bed so hard that she hits her head on the dresser that's right next to my door. I felt so bad for her. Like in that moment, I wanted to kick them all out. Like they all needed to go in that moment. I was so tempted to throw them out the fucking window. So she starts running around and yowling. I might have actually gotten a video of her meows. As soon as I pick up my camera and start filming, she usually stops, but she was climbing the walls trying to reach something on my ceiling right by my doorway. So I went back to sleep. I didn't pay it much mind. I did not want to feed into it. An hour later, I woke up to what felt like someone choking me, to the point where I ripped my necklace off. This is the necklace that I ripped off of my neck. I don't even have words for myself. And I know a lot of you guys are like, you do it to yourself. I get it. But you guys also have to understand that I have been involved in the spirit realm since I was a child. I've been able to hear and see things, and I do know that I am protected. I do a lot to protect myself. Stuff that I don't really talk about and post a lot about, but trust and believe it is a daily task of spiritually grounding and protecting yourself, and I do it all. But that doesn't mean that I'm untouchable. That doesn't mean that things can't still interfere with my energy. So 2 nights ago, I was on FaceTime. I was in my room on my bed, and Kai came into the room, and she hadn't been in here in a long time. She was kind of snooping around, sniffing around. She walked over here to the Cedar chest with all of the haunted dolls, and she let out this weird meow that I've really only heard her do at the vet. It sounded like she was scared. It was this deep, low meow, and it really kind of freaked me out. So I said to the person I was on FaceTime with that the energy in my house feels really weird. Guys, this is when shit pops off. Something physically moved here, right behind me. I went around to everything to try to reenact what exactly made that sound, and I found what did it. So I bought this antique, it looks like stainless steel, this little tray, and I put a bunch of my crystal bracelets in there and 2 rings. Those 2 rings were click-clacking around on that stainless steel. It was so freaking loud. Undeniably, it was that stainless steel piece with those 2 rings in it. Later on that night, I try going to sleep. There's a loud whistle. Somebody is whistling. It sounds like it's right next to me. Again, I pay it no mind. I fall asleep. Nothing else happened for the rest of the night. But in tonight's video, I'm gonna open up my Spirit Box app and we're gonna see who exactly is causing issues here in my house. Also, a couple nights ago was the last full moon of winter, and you guys know what happens during a full moon. The energy is super intensified. So I do notice during a full moon, things really start to pop off in my house. But without further ado, let's say hello to Jackie Boy, who is back there. I also have a bunch of my crystals back there. I have some protection crystals. I have some protection candles going as well, as always, and yeah. And again, thank you if you are purchasing crystals from my crystal shop. It really means the world to me. I do have a variety of crystals for opening your third eye, protecting yourself, grounding yourself, healing, and so much more. I just wholeheartedly believe in what they do, and the energy that you put into those crystals, it is so powerful. So if you guys have purchased from my store, let me know down below. I would love to know how you use your crystals and which ones are your favorites. It has gotten so much hotter in here. So this is my basket of dolls, guys. Every doll in here is in fact haunted. We have Hansel. We have Hansel and, can you even see them? Hansel, Scratch, say hi, be polite. Be polite, hi, be polite. I swear, sometimes it's like I live with people, even though I live alone up here. So we have Hansel and Gretel and Scratch in this basket, and then this old creepy Halloween mask that is all like glued together that my aunt found in my basement. I don't know if that's haunted, but I threw it in there as like a little toy for them, a little offering. Maybe they'll find it fun. I don't know who's to blame. Also, I was on the phone with Kelsey the other day and she heard this weird giggle type laugh thing, and I asked her what it sounded like and she said it sounded like a clown, which is funny because another night when I was falling asleep, I heard Jack and he was giggling and laughing. It's a very good energy, and I could tell the difference between the energy in my house. So when the energy starts shifting for the worst, trust and believe. I know. So yeah, let's break out the Spirit Box app and ask who's been causing issues in my house, because at this point, I really need to know. And I'm really curious to see if the entity that is attached to the voodoo doll in my storage unit in LA comes through. Might have to move my chair back a little bit. Oh. Also, the chair that I'm sitting on is an antique as well. It's an old Victorian chair. Like, I might have to, let's take, I just threw that on my bed. I might regret that later. I don't know why she's all the way down here. Did I just rip her? Guys, look it. Your leg is ripping. Why? This is fucking insane. Okay. Why can't I do anything? Okay, Scratch, you're gonna have to sit up because the audience wants to see you. It's rude to not show your face if you're in a video. Okay, I don't make rules. I have not used the Spirit Box app in a hot minute. I've been trying to just like rely on my own intuition here. So this is the first time that I'm breaking out the Spirit Box app. Let's turn her on, right? So before we begin, I'm reaching out to the spirits that are attached to these dolls. I only allow energy that wants to be respectful to myself and my energy. If you cannot do that, you are not to interact with me and you are not to communicate. I call in my spirit team and my grandfather for protection tonight as I communicate to the entities and spirits that are attached to these dolls and the spirits that are here in my home. Guys, I also found out that more people lived up here than I even knew. My grandma was telling me that an older lady, she was really, really old, she lived up here and we're not sure if she died up here. There were also a few disabled people that spent their final days up here before they ended up passing. What was that? Right before I turned this on, there was a voice. I still hear it. Do you guys hear that? Okay, guys, please behave. So this is the Spirit Box app that I use in just about every investigation. If you guys are interested in it, I do have links in the description, but please use responsibly. This is a very accurate form of spirit communication. Hey, Kris. Okay, who was that? Who's here with me? Who's coming through? Okay, so I need some answers because there's a lot going on here and it's starting to concern me and make me very upset. What's been going on in my house? Who's causing issues? Someone come through and tell me, please, who is causing issues? Because somebody's scaring my cat and I don't like it. And who's ever here doing that will have to leave. There was what? I haven't asked how many spirits are here in my house in a while. How many spirits are here in my house? Can you give me a number? I say 10. Oh, what was that weird laugh? I didn't like that voice at all. I didn't like that. It was like a gurgly, deep, disgusting voice. Is the entity that's attached to the... It's him. I was about to ask, is the entity that's attached to the voodoo doll here with me? What does he want with me? Oof. Sorry, I got those big chills. You know when you get those chills that just like jolt your whole body? What does he want with me? Do you understand that you cannot... That's Jack. That's always Jack. Do you understand that you cannot hurt me? Or my cat? There's just movement in the corner of my room. Also, guys, when I go away, my aunt will come up here and babysit Kai. She told me recently that she was sleeping in here and woke up to it sounded like somebody trying to break into my door. Nobody was trying to break in. She reenacted it for me and I was alarmed, to say the least. It was so loud. I've never heard banging like that up here. I've heard voices, I've heard things move, but I've never heard what sounded like somebody trying to break through my door. Is there anything I need to know right now? Where is the entity that is attached to my voodoo doll from? Where is he from? Where are you from? Did you guys hear that? That wasn't coming from downstairs, it was coming from up here. A lot of times when I have friends visit, they are pretty freaked out to sleep up here. I'm just so comfortable with it at this point. I grew up here, this is my home. If you guys live in a haunted house or there's any sort of like spirit activity, just know like it's your space. It's not their space anymore. I let the spirits here stay as long as they're peaceful. But it's important to set that boundary and let them know like, hey, this is not your home anymore. This is not your vessel. This is not your place. Whatever you think it is mine. I am here in the physical realm. You are not. Will I be able to sleep tonight in peace? Did I see or no? Hansel and Gretel. Hey, that's so funny. I forgot to put my REM pod out and I just went to go put it out. Didn't even get to hit record yet and it's going off. Let's see. Hansel, you're gonna hold the spirit box. My phone. Who just touched my REM pod? Can you get closer to that? If you get close to it, you know it'll go off for me, right? Okay. Thank you. Thank you. Who was that? Did they hear me? Can you tell me a name? He. So he goes by he. Yes. Has to be the voodoo doll, the entity. I feel like he doesn't want to tell me his name. There's something really, really evil about him. I don't believe it's demonic, but I do know that there's something pretty twisted about him. Wow. Can you make that light up for us? Can you show me what you can do with that? Holy shit. It just blows my mind, because why else would that be going off? Am I safe in my home? You are not welcome to be here if you cannot respect me or my energy. We are protected. My family, my cat, and myself, we are protected. And you know that. You cannot hurt us. You cannot hurt us. My entire floor just shook. I'm not asking, I'm telling. I'm commanding the entity of the voodoo doll to leave. You are not welcome here. And the next time you come back, I will make sure is the last time. Oh my God, that scared me. Can you step away from that? And that right there is how you know. Scratch right here, there's real human blood on him. What I believe to be real human blood. It's stained all over him. I believe that there's a very intense spirit attached to him as well. And then you guys know Jackie Boy back there is the homie and the protector. But yeah, guys, I don't know what to do because I don't want to get rid of the voodoo doll just yet. I'm afraid to because I don't want it to get into the wrong hands of somebody. I would feel responsible if somebody found him. So what Kelsey and I are thinking about doing when I go back out to LA is putting him in a glass case, like storing him somewhere, putting him away forever, blessing him, and just leaving him be. Maybe I leave him in my storage unit, but so much more needs to be done protection wise. He is dangerous. And what's even creepier is a lot of you guys have been telling me that he has visited you in your dreams as well. So let me know if you guys have had dreams about him. If you guys do, make it known that he is not welcome. Reach out to your spirit team and I promise you, you will be protected. It sounded like somebody was just talking over me. Oh my God, or am I just losing my mind? Do you understand that you are not welcome to stay here? You do understand you're not welcome to stay here if you're going to cause issues with me and my cat, right? What do you want with me? What do you want with me? What was the noise that I heard back here the other day? Like something being thrown around. Was it the rings? Every time I do this, it's just confirmation to what I've experienced and what I'm already feeling. All right, Hansel and Gretel, we're gonna put you down. Okay, let me go and show you around my house just a little bit. I'm gonna show you what else Kai has been doing as well really quick because it's also kind of freaking me out. She's never done this before. So back here is my cedar chest. Here's Hansel, Gretel, and Scratch. But here's some antique Jack-in-the-Boxes, an antique Bozo the Clown, this weird creepy baby thing. I don't know. I was thinking about doing a giveaway with it, but then I thought, I don't know if anybody would really want this, so. But here is that old Victorian chair that I'm sitting in. Of course, say hi to Jackie Boy. Kai's been spending a lot of time in here. Hi, baby. Say hi. You say hi. Ah! So she's been running into my bathtub and hiding in my bathtub. Oh, this is also an antique from a Georgia thrift mall. It's really, really old. I don't even know how old, but yeah, she's been hiding in here. I don't know why, something new. She's never done that. As always, I do have my black tourmaline above every doorway in my house. If you guys are looking to have some protection for your home, get these little pieces of black tourmaline. Black tourmaline absorbs dense dark energy. You could just leave it up here like that. But I don't know, guys. I don't know why she's hopping in the bathtub. There is some activity here in my hallway. Like this right here's the wall that I keep kicking the cat toy. This right here is the wall that Kai likes to climb. She's always trying to get something up here. Or right here. I'm gonna come back here, talk to you guys for a minute. I get a lot of questions as to why I do this. And you know what? I don't know. I also like to communicate to the spirit realm because they're just like us. They're people just like us. And I have been able to help spirits cross over, and it's something that I really love doing because just like you, they struggle as well. They're unable to cross over for whatever reason, and sometimes we have to be that light for them. But I will say, if you guys are interested in getting a haunted doll, I might think twice about that, unless you absolutely are ready for what's to come. I don't know. Maybe I'm just like absolutely insane. Anyway, guys, that's gonna do it for this video. Thank you so much for hanging out with me tonight. I just wanted to answer some of your guys' questions about the voodoo doll, and I also just wanted to ask my own personal questions about what the hell has been going on here. Thank you guys so much if you did purchase from my last crystal restock. Make sure you guys are going and following me on TikTok. Smash that thumbs up button as always, and I will talk to you guys super soon. Peace out, guys.